Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hey, so I wished my name to remain anonymous. All right. I'm a 19-year-old male from Los Angeles, California, and seek your advice. I've been a fan of your video for years and literally agree with 95% of the shit you say. You can still like me and agree with only 5%. It's all right if people disagree. Just have a good damn reason why you disagree. So you're ignorant, which you're not doing. I just ran into a bunch of socialists recently. And have learned to trust and listen to your knowledge. I took an IQ test last week and got a score of 141. Welcome to my club. Which puts me significantly ahead of the average normie, conformie, inferior, and teachers. Finished school in 2018 and did not put fuck all effort into high school, resulting in a 2.3 GPA. I, too, achieved that same until my junior and senior year, where I actually decided to work hard at it, which I never planned to use anyway. In hindsight, I probably should have dropped out when I was 16 to save myself time, although if I did that, I wouldn't have quite the knowledge and experience on how fucked academia is and wouldn't have the hate for most of the asswipes I went to school with, so it's not a total loss. Paragraph. I work close to 40 hours per week in a fucking warehouse and a butcher, which sucks like shit. I've been working there for about 9 months. I'm very good with my money, having almost 30 grand saved up, partly saved to support of living with my parents. I'm perfectly fine with working jobs that suck, like you say that they pretty much all do. Paragraph. I have exceptional mathematical and arithmetic skills and extremely athletically talented. I was playing basketball for years but gave it up as chances of making the NBA were just too long and became a waste of time essentially. I still work out 5 times a week and I'm a very strong runner. Good. I also have a knack for acting and I'm part of several acting and modeling agencies. I haven't pulled the trigger on acting yet, but I have had 4 or 5 modeling gigs that have been decently paying. I was thinking about doing something in statistics or actuarial science. Not bad if I wanted to head down the mathematical route. What I need to know from you is what path do you think I should take? Is there anything you would recommend I start pursuing? The last thing I want to do is major in some bullshit degree and go 150 grand in debt for no reason. Whoa. You could get an actuarial science degree for a lot cheaper than 150 grand. Where are you going that they pay that much? All right, Aaron, how do we do? Let's start all over again. Get your prereqs out of the way at the local community college or the online college that is accredited that your 4-year institution will accept and recognize. Okay? That's not DeVry, by the way. That's not Phoenix. Okay? Western Governors University is one of the higher ranked ones, and then ASU Online are the 2 I recommend. Still call up your university and see if they accept those credits. If you have a 4-year institution you think you'd like to attend for your actuarial science degree, before you spend 2 years online getting credits, contact that school. Say, do you recognize credits from this school? Okay, I should have Aaron Clary's adult parent services. I'll be your parent, but you're going to give me that 30 grand you just saved up, and that would still be a deal. In the meantime, you could do typey. Call up the university. Do you accept it? Really? And then, you know what? Don't do typing. Do email. Get an email saying, you said it right here. Because email you can track. And the universities, I know this may shock you, they might lie to you and say, well, those don't count. And like, oh, you just said it did right here. So I would do that. It's pretty sure because they're recognized, accredited by the 6 regional accreditation agencies in the United States. But let's just double check and make sure. So I either go to the community college or an accredited online college and we get our prereqs out of the way. So you knock out about 2 years of your schooling right there for under 10 grand. Then you have 2 years left. Now you can go to the big, I gotta go where the big popular kids go at the UCLA or the, wait, are you in California? Why do I think you're in California? You are in California. I gotta go to whatever the fuck the schools are, the big ones are in California. Or there's a perfectly acceptable and accredited program in actuarial science at Chico State. Maybe it's perfectly fine. And it's a lot cheaper than UCLA, where all the parking and the stabbings and the things and the stuff and the protests are. Yay! or whatever school is close to you, or maybe now it's time to move out, and you go to the cheap but perfectly accredited four-year institution to get your degree in actuarial science there. I don't know where you got 150 grand in debt from. Don't know where you got that price tag, but it tells me you're looking at schools that are way overpriced. I'm prepared to work extremely hard and willing to do what it takes. Please make a YouTube video on this. I'll pay whatever extra is the benefit. And don't hesitate to go full asshole on me. I'm actually, it's been such a bad week and a half. I don't have the energy to do any real asshole stuff. I have to save my energy to hunt down the internet service providers that I'm going to deal with later tomorrow. I like your idea with actuarial science. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a great idea. Now keep in mind, there's a lot of testing that comes after it. So it's not like, oh, you got your degree and you're done. You got to get a lot of certifications. I would also look, get your two years of prereqs out of the way, but a lot of the insurance and, who else uses actuaries? Insurance and, I want to say pharmaceuticals, but that's not it. They're more on the East Coast. So figure out whether you maybe want to go over there. Maybe not for school because out-of-state tuition, but be prepared to move. Find out where you're going to work. I've never heard California being known for its actuarial science employment. Still a good degree that you may have to be working in Connecticut or something like that. So I do like your degree choice. Just be warned about that. But I don't think you're smart enough not to try and go become a professional athlete. But at the same time, if you're getting paid and you already have had 4 or 5 modeling gigs, dude, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Go pursue that. Absolutely. Why haven't you pulled the trigger? How hard is it to pull a trigger? Well, you go get an agent and they maybe send you some work. You could be like Cindy Crawford. I don't know if you know much about her. She was a chemical engineering major. And she went to school, I think, for a year, and then she got modeling agency, and she made a lot more money than she ever would as a chemical engineer. Don't throw that away. I mean, look, you can always go back to being an actuarial science major, but if you become the next George Clooney or something, well, maybe you should do that first, and then at 60, when you've kind of had your day and the women are chasing after the latest craze, then you go become an actuary. All right? So you already, you know what it's like. You know the statistics are very low. But you got some promising signs that you've already been paid a decent wage to do some modeling. So I would absolutely follow that up. Besides, you can't do studying all the time. You're going to need a break. You're going to need something else to do. Modeling will get you out there. I've never been a model. I know I may shock people. But it gets you out, totally different industry, totally different group of people, kind of wake up a brain, different part of your brain a little bit. And it has that, albeit long shot potential of you also becoming an actual actor or a well-paid model or something like that. So I would not pursue it. Absolutely pull the trigger. Go pull the trigger now, man. And that's something you can scale part-time. Like, oh, your modeling is doing real well? Well, then you don't take that many classes. Modeling on 8 gigs? Okay, you take some extra classes. You can play those two off of each other. And if you're making a good hourly wage, dude, then that frees up so much time that you could go study, and maybe, it's like my dance classes. First dance class I ever taught, I made $350 an hour. I mean, that wasn't common, but it definitely made me change, and that's how I ended up teaching almost full time at night, ballroom dance classes, because the money was worth it. So, all right, there you go. Questions, answers, AstroConsulting.com. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.